chat here. This part of the experiment at the moment, by the way, you're part of the experiment, so welcome. This part of the experiment, we're talking about the idea, this gentleman here who's been nothing short of courteous and gentlemanly-like, he has said to me, we were talking about, he said that he thinks that what I do here is a nuisance to most people. Now, more than art. Yeah, you think so? Yeah. So do you think art can be a nuisance to people? What do you think? Or even worse, do you think art can be offensive? What do you think? I mean, if you banned any art that was a nuisance or offensive, what type of art would we ever have had? Okay? Do you not agree? Can art not be offensive? What do you think, guys? Can art be offensive?
Do you know that we're all art students?
You're all art students, exactly. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I find interesting here, is that this gentleman here, all very nice, don't get me wrong, he's done it in the best possible fashion, as that guy used to say. What was his name? Are you old enough for that guy? Okay, he was a comedian. No, you're too young. Yeah, you are though. You look old enough for that. Right? He's all done it in a very nice way, but he's saying that what I'm doing is a nuisance. And what I'm saying is, right, yeah, oh, that's a good point. That's right, you see. But to me, it's more than a nuisance. You see, what you guys are doing, and it's not you personally, what you guys are doing is a form of intimidation. That's right, exactly. Well spotted, thank you. That's right. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Thank you very much. Anyway, now if I am being a nuisance to someone here, yeah, firstly, probably the best thing to do, especially if you're an art student, is to seek help with a registered psychotherapist. Yeah? Because you've obviously got a very low nuisance threshold. Right? You don't agree with that?
Bad argument. Tell them to shove off, you're right to say.
Alternatively, if you do find this a nuisance, don't forget that there are loads of places, in fact almost everywhere in London you can go to where I am not performing right now. So you can go somewhere else, okay? So I do appreciate that you were suggesting that what I'm doing is a nuisance, but number one, the question is what goes on in other people's minds is what goes on in their mind. You know, we don't know. Like these two sitting here, for example, I'm not sure. It could go either way. Is what I'm doing a nuisance, or are you enjoying it, you guys? Thumbs up for them. There you go, you see? So, now, and even if it was a nuisance, one of the things that happens when I do this, especially when I do this anywhere near the police, is that they get all really uptight because somebody might be offended. Oh my God! As if we've reached this level of society where, you know, if someone's offended, then someone else has to protect them. I mean, if every time I was offended or harassed or alarmed, I called the police or someone like you, you'd be around at my house every 5 minutes with my kids and wife. So anyway, so you were asking what I'm doing. I hope you've had a little bit of a taste of it. I'm free expressing on a megaphone in public. I'm self-expressing. Yeah, sure.
Right, okay. You're saying that like, I'm not a nuisance, I'm not a nuisance, but why are you here to prove that you're not a nuisance? That doesn't make sense.
It's to screen for attention, really.
Yeah.
Oh, the bill, yeah. Well, there was a bill. Actually, it was, you know, for the moment, it was the Lords rejected it. But there's a bill that's making being a nuisance against the law,
Yeah, but
right?
what are you trying to convey by being here?
What are you trying to achieve?
What's your message?
Okay. I don't have a singular message, although probably if it was to be, it's kind of for you to work out. It's a form of art, like, you know, do you know what I mean?
I thought you were just protesting art. You're just saying what's the point of art school? I can draw a stick, man.
Art's a nuisance.
Art's a nuisance.
No. Okay, this is a form of art, and if you were to ask a painter or a sculptor, you know, what's your real message here? They may tell you, and they may say, work it out for yourself, right? If you push me, I'll tell you what my current thought about it is. But why would you ask an artist?
But you're just like shouting about like nothing.
Am I?
Yeah.
That's your impression. Fair enough.
No, I'm just intrigued.
It's not their impression.
Okay, like that's different. Everyone has their own like interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I was asking what.
Okay, so.
Should be flattered she's taken an interest.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, thank you. Wow, is it that difficult to get an interest? To get your interest? Okay, look. Thanks. I've got a leaflet that I carry around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
You can have one, but I'm just warning you that if you follow the links and read the books, then there's a good chance that you'll be heading down a rabbit hole that you'll never be able to get out of.
Why?
I can't tell
Are you
why.
saying that you have?
Look, he's even
Yeah.
got the young ladies up
Okay.
not talking to him now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
It's just a trick. Get the young lady to talk.
listen, this guy's been all around London. If you listen-
Why choose an art university to do this? Is it art that you are particularly interested in?
Is it because you feel that you are an artist and you're challenging the current artists?
No.
Probably not.
I do it everywhere. I do this everywhere. I do it at stations and the street and in shops.
But
and
you
in
said
shopping
before,
centres.
like, oh, I heard this was an art uni, so I came here.
Yeah. So I today, this is the first time I've done this
Okay.
particular venue. I happen to think that an art university is an interesting place to, any university actually, but especially an art university, an interesting place to have a play around, see what happens.
Do you know, all right, can I just say one thing? Do you remember there was an artist that done that mattress that had all those clothes messed up and all that lot? And it went for like £1 million.
Tracy Emin,
Right. We,
her made bed. Yeah.
me and my friends, right, my friends live down just where the pontoon bridge is, where it goes up. And
Yeah.
all that. They got a tent there. They put a mattress there, yeah, with a piece of wood on it with a coffee cup. And it wrote on it, art is trash, coffee in bed.
Yeah, but is that art?
Oh, you tell me. You're an art student.
It depends who made it and if they thought it was.
Art is what you make of it. Art is like
Or it's what the maker makes of it.
no.
More
Art-
importantly.
no. I call these steel dinosaurs. Okay?
Okay.
And they're all over the place. That's art.
Of course it is, because someone designed it.
Design is a form of art. A
Design
chair
is a
is
form
an
of art, and the person who designed it considers themselves
Okay,
an
so
artist.
if I put my paintbrush in a painting and then like that,
Yeah.
it's art.
What's your intention? Is
No,
your
my
intention
intention
to
is-
make a mess, or is your intention art?
No, my intention is to just go like that and go, wow, look at that. Whoa.
So your intention is for the aesthetic. So it's for how it looks.
Yeah,
So that isn't art if you don't convey it as art. You've conveyed it as a mess. Therefore.
No, he's saying he
no,
appreciates
no,
the aesthetic
no.
of it. So
It's-
so
think it looks
It's
nice.
like, what's his name? The one that does all that splashy stuff.
Jackson
Like-
Pollock.
Pollock, yeah, alright. I wonder how he got off on that. He must have been like painting his house one day and went,
But do you think that do you think that the actual mess on the ground or the actual
no,
mocks? Do you
no.
think that's the artwork, or do you think because it's the
process.
action, it's the process of making
It is
it?
the
It's
process because he documented the process of it.
yeah,
It's a performance.
It's like that or like
yeah,
that
he didn't
or-
just pour it and like sit there, smoke his cigarette, drink a cup of coffee while like dripping on the floor. He slashed it. The movements he made with his body
It
is
was
the
a
artwork.
performance work.
Yeah,
So it's like a ballerina with a paintbrush.
in a way, I guess you can interpret it like that.
In
yeah.
a way, what do you mean in a way?
Well, I mean, it's your own
But
personal
you just said
interpretation.
it's like in
It
your...
is in a way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's not a
okay,
ballerina,
alright.
so it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Makes sense.
But it's like you said, it's in your body. The
Yeah,
way you,
it's the movement.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's a kinetic piece.
we put down there about a couple of months ago a mattress that was like half folded up against the wall
Yeah,
and half flat on the, you know. And we
yeah, that's
put,
what I was thinking.
Did you see it?
No,
All
it
right.
is.
No, Sarah
And
Lucas.
we put a piece of wood just across the front of it, put a coffee cup on it, and writ art is trash. Yeah?
Okay.
But
Was
in
it?
say, no, hang on. In saying that, art is trash. You know, Pollock, the way he does that, it looks trashy. The same as that woman that done that bed.
Yeah,
It looks trashy.
but it's laboured over.
Yeah, and we called it coffee in bed.
Yeah.
And we were saying to people like, a couple $100 grand it costs.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
just to see what they're sort of
But
like.
you're
the
often
opinion
paying
be.
for the name, the label, the brand. An artist is its own brand, and you're paying for the brand name. Really, you can't just be a nobody and then want
Who's a
$5
nobody?
grand.
Who's a
Well,
nobody? You're
until you've
somebody.
made, we're all nobodies
You're
until we've
somebody.
made a name
Not in the art world, yeah.
I'm somebody.
in the world, but not in the art
Not
world.
in the art world.
I've done, I've done drama, I've done poetry, I've had people cry at my poetry. Like, I haven't had to go here. I haven't had to
No,
go to university.
No.
It comes from in here.
Yeah.
Not there, it comes from inside your gut.
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. I think it's a bit of
Well, yeah, your brain does the thinking, but your gut does the feeling.
But I mean, in the art world, it's about networking and working your way
about
up.
who you know.
It's about who you know and what you, like who you meet,
Absolutely. It's
how
like
you
acting.
climb the ladder.
It's like acting.
Yeah.
It's like acting. It's very hard to get into the acting business and get a steady job. Unless you're on EastEnders or something like that.
Any of the arts.
You know?
Yeah, music, same way.
What kind of art do you do?
Conceptual.
I don't even know what that means. I'm not
Modern art.
modern art.
It has a concept behind it.
Right, and what's the concept behind it?
It depends on the
person.
piece and the person. And
You're in the same.
well, yeah, we're in the same
All
course.
right. So, what's the concept behind the art that you do?
Constantly changing.
Yeah,
Really? So it's
it's
like,
an ongoing
Mine's
practice.
kind of the study of people. Hence
Do you
why I
know-
find this interesting.
do you know what?
Yeah, you're pretty much a part of her art piece right now because she's actually studying you as you talk to her.
Right. Okay. So I was just
No
about to say. That's no pressure. Do you take in around you?
Yeah,
Take everything in around you. Right. Like say for instance, like I just said, they're steel dinosaurs.
Yeah. Why
What?
do you think that?
Because they are. Because they're eating up everything around us.
Trampling.
Yeah, they're trampling. They're eating
But
up.
their
Concrete.
entire purpose is to build. They're actually building.
Yeah, but breaking down and building up.